Poets are birthed aborted fetuses that survived, who will forever be emotionally scarred, pain-inflicted beings whose wit was made razor blade sharp so that our words can slit our tongues, releasing the same endorphins of pain as the emo chick who sits on the back of the bus, whose arm makes her look like a crossbreed of Homo sapien and zebra. Poets, birth more fails than crack comatose mothers in the early 80s, and are coached to be stronger than men who at a young age are taught that they cannot cry. Poets take our last physical cry in the maternity wing of the hospital and spend our entire life trying to show our parents our tears through crayon scribbles. Crying subliminal messages and sappy love poems by our teenage years and flat out sobbing about our brokenness on stage by age 20. So you think that we are crucifying publicly as a sacrifice for money, but this performance is the only thing keeping us sane. Spilling our truths on stage in front of millions of strangers is a free trip to the psychiatrist. You see, we are feeding off of your judgmental eyes, pleading for your hands attracting and repelling repeatedly, signifying that you now see how fucked up we truly are, because poets are vulnerable. And anyone who has ever been to a poetry show knows the most intimate details of our life already. Like the poet who feels less than a man because heartbreak has reversed his evolution, so he mates rapidly because in the animal kingdom, love doesn't exist. The poet who wishes the whole world attended an open mic night because she has been hiding in the closet longer than gifts from a failed 2-year relationship. And tonight is the night that this poet steps out, the poet who feels less holy because the same bruised knees she acquired during a one-night stand are the same knees that burn on the altar as she prays for forgiveness. The poet, born with telekinesis, obsessed with bending metaphors, mentally making the walls of figurative language fold, suffocating words in a room, crushing them. Smeared flesh and shattered bones, adding all the components to a perfect wall sculpture, the texture and color and balance of an artist. View the screams of a poet who is so far on the edge of the stage that we have lost touch with reality, a reality that we have never lived in because we were born with mutated vocabularies that warp the world that you live in into stanzas. For those of you who need happy endings, and free verse, for those of you who are naive of death, and haikus, for those of you who need structure to breathe, poets give you life. We give you our words so that we may live guilt-free, so that our rebel patch jackets won't turn straight like unfit beings who live in the dimensions of asylums. Our jackets must stay wrinkled with too much truth. Because to leave a page unstained is dangerous, and to leave a page unstained is unhealthy. Because the moment our mind starts running without our pencil, starts feeding off a life without paper, we are doomed to an existence where we are you, and we are normal. And being normal means we lost our sanity.
Yeah.